On the Sunday and Monday of the Labor Day weekend in 1977, the Hamilton Motorcycle Club conducted the Australasian Challenge Motocross Series at Gordonton. The meeting on the Sunday was to select the 12 top New Zealand riders, and these boys would race against the 12 visiting Australian riders in the Challenge Series on the Monday. The ACU steward, Mr. Dave Price, conducts the riders' briefing. The various marshals and officials get ready. Mr. Bruce Weeks climbs into his little plastic pen and up he goes. And everything is in readiness for the start of the first race of the two-day series. The Hamilton Club had received over 100 New Zealand entries, and they raced like this all day. They all wanted to win enough points to become one of the 12 New Zealand riders to race against the Aussies the next day. Well, that night, the Hamilton Club held a grand social to entertain our Aussie visitors. And here's Ian, the Australian spokesman, discussing tomorrow's races with Roy Long.
You've seen quite a few of these Australians that are here, yeah, sort of teammates and that riding. Have you seen Ivan Miller riding?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, Ian, well, we really hope the whole Australian team goes well while you're here. And
we will.
Great stay.
It's a pity you guys aren't going to win.
Oh, we will.
Well, the Australians certainly are very confident. So let's cut over to Monday, the day of the big meeting. It's a beautiful day. We've got a huge crowd, and everything is all set for a marvellous meeting. Down to the start line, the boys are lining up for the start of the first of the Challenge Series, and this is the moment of truth. They'll be away in a minute. You know, there's a mad scramble for position. What a heap of riders. Peter Ploen snatches the lead just for the moment, but he doesn't hang on to that for very long. Ivan Miller for New Zealand pushes his way up into the lead, and the next shot we'll see them in slow motion turning this very awkward right-hander with the adverse camera. Following Ivan Miller, we've got Vic Reeter in white, and then following him, Peter Ploen, number 4. That's 1, 2, 3 New Zealanders. And then we have 37, that's Gary Goodfellow from Dunedin, and he's followed by number 11, Frank White from Artimuri, riding on his Husky. Let's see, here comes the first Australian. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 New Zealanders in the lead, and we're only halfway through the first lap. And Dave Forster on his Husky is the first Australian, followed by Gary Whittaker from Lower Hutt on number 9. Then we have Wayne Addy from Tikawiti. He's followed by another Australian, Hans Applegrin. Then A12, Danny Riley. A10, Mike Lambman on that Works Yamaha. He's followed by Ashley Major. Then another Australian, A5, Lester Rowley, followed by our own Kerry Evans on his Suzuki. Then we have Darryl Willoughby from Australia, and the rest of them streaming along. The riders are approaching this wavy section. Just look at Ivan Miller go. Vic Reeter's not wasting any time either, and a fantastic jump shortly by Peter Ploen, number 4. The crowd are certainly getting their money's worth today. Here's Miller dropping down into the gully, followed by Vic Reeter and Peter Ploen, and the New Zealanders are still in the first 5 positions. Here we are on the next lap, and one of the Aussie boys has run into trouble, who is Peter Kaylin from New South Wales on a Husky. Now we come to a very windy part of the course. We have Miller in the lead, Vic Reeter following, Peter Ploen. The first 5 are still New Zealanders. Let's watch around these corners. There's some fantastic riding going on through here. Let's have a look at it in slow motion. Ivan Miller in the lead. Back to the start-finish line with 1 lap to go.
Earlier this year, Ivan Miller, of course, although he's a Kiwi, is a non-resident Kiwi, he was the current New Zealand Motocross champion. We'll see him practicing a little bit later on.
Well, that's how the New Zealanders finished, and we gained a lot of points in that first race. Well, here's the New Zealand-Australian lineup for the last race of the series, with New Zealand way ahead in the points total. But the Australians weren't making any excuses at all. They were determined to put up a better show in this final heat, and they assured us that they'd certainly be back here for another go next year. Down into the gully and up the other side they go, with Peter Ploen still leading, and here Trevor Flood, the Aussie, tries to commit suicide. Well, that's the last we see of Trevor Flood. And then a little later, back at the top end of the course, we say, whatever happened to Peter Ploen? Here's Vic Reeter in the lead, followed by an Australian, and third is Ivan Miller. Ivan made a very bad start. He's worked his way right through the field, and next time we see him, Ivan's in the lead, followed closely by the Australian, and trailing along in third is Peter Ploen, back in the picture again. We've got a great shot here of Peter Ploen in slow motion. And here's Ivan getting the checkered flag for the last race. A great performance by Ivan Miller, leading the New Zealand team to an overwhelming victory. And with these last few shots, we will say cheerio to the great Australasian Challenge Motocross Series held in Hamilton over the Labor Day weekend, 1977.